Dear friends and followers, it's about time that I make a video about these mysterious chemtrails. What are they, and especially where do you see them? So let's get started.
South 1383, runway 27, clear takeoff. United 1538, number 32,
So let's look at the word chemtrail. It's made up out of two words. The word chemicals and trails. So it must mean that the trail leaving the plane is chemical, right? And it's said that this chemical is being spread out to either manage solar radiation, psychological manipulation, human population control, weather modification or chemical warfare. At least that's what I found out about it on the internet. To make matters worse, it causes illnesses and other health problems. And you're saying this is all coming out of the back of my plane? This seems very superstitious if you ask me. We never had to sign a document during cockpit preparation stating 20 tons of chemicals have now been loaded and are ready for disposal. But still, they must be somewhere, so let's see if we can find these chemtrails.
Okay, let's get started with this. White stuff coming out of the wings and wingtips.
Okay, this is not a chemtrail. This is a wingtip vortex which can very often be seen if the air is fairly cold and humid. This is the result of an aerodynamic object, in our case a wing, rushing through cold air, generating these trails at the wingtip. The result of simple physics, so no chemicals involved at all.
Okay, this looks bad. Black stuff polluting the air.
If airlines and the government would try to hide the chemtrails, why would they dye them black so that everyone can see them? That wouldn't make any sense, would it? So this is just black exhaust smoke coming out of the four engines of the AirVacs, but I admit the huge frisbee on top of the plane makes it look like a chemical plane.
This looks more like it. White stuff coming out of those four engines at high altitude. This is it, right?
No, unfortunately not. What you see here are these so-called contrails. Contrails are again easy physics and are also made up out of two words, the word condensation and trail. And you have created contrails yourself before, trust me. As the air rushes through the turbine, it gets heated up and exits the exhaust at temperatures of 600 degrees. And because the outside air temperature at high altitudes is as low as -60 degrees, the hot air condensates in the cold air, leaving those white trails. So again, no chemtrails. But I have to admit there are a few exhaust gas fumes in there too, but not as much to call it a chemtrail.
But Joe, I've seen pictures of chemtrail on and off switches in the cockpit. So what's up with that?
That, my dear friends, is the work of a pilot with some creative Photoshop skills.
So you're saying these switches don't exist?
No, not really, but I have something similar which I'll show you in a minute.
But what about this? Okay, this looks very suspicious. We're at high altitude and suddenly something is being dumped overboard by that hose connected to the wing. Now we've got it.
Okay, this is actually very close to a chemtrail. What you can see here is fuel being dumped overboard purposely to reduce the airplane's weight for landing.
So we've got it? This is all the rumor about the chemtrails?
No, I'm sorry. Fuel dumping is a rare procedure and only used in cases where it's absolutely necessary to reduce the risk of an overweight landing in case of an emergency, for example. A video about fuel dumping will follow soon.
So that's it? No chemtrails whatsoever?
Not quite. There are planes out there which are certified to spray chemtrails on a large scale, and we've all somehow got in contact with that chemical. See? Pesticides which are made from chemicals and spraying hoses at the trailing edge of the plane, and you've got your mysterious chemtrails. I hope you enjoyed this short video about this mysterious chemtrails. Perform a touch and go at my Instagram account, the link is in the description below, and subscribe to my channel here. See you next Thursday. All the best, your Captain Joe.